Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 5th. This week I'm still collaborating with Marie Moore, so if you haven't checked her out yet, please do so at the link in the description below. But having said that, let's see what is going on for you this week. And yeah, it looks like you have a little bit of an easier week than everybody else, so that could be a good thing for you. Let's see here. You start with the Five of Clubs. Five of Clubs is a good card. It is a card of needing a vacation and going on a vacation, but it's also a card of exploration and starting new journeys and starting new things. So a lot of you could be doing a lot of testing even, I'm getting. So a lot of you could be like testing out new things, maybe trying to get different types of jobs, or even just down to like hobbies. Maybe some of you are trying new hobbies and things like that, and definitely having more fun. There's definitely, I've talked about it a little bit, but, since we haven't been able to have any fun for like the past 8 years, there's this definite like push from the universe for people to get involved in hobbies or things that you enjoy, and to have more fun. So there is that energy out there for sure. Next, you have the Nine of Diamonds. Really great card of newness. I always say this is a card of newness to me. It just represents new things coming into you, new opportunities, new energies, new people, new. But it's also the card of opportunity. So there could be just opportunities for you in general, new jobs, promotions, and more money coming in. This card can also represents a bunch of things. It can represent inheritances and large checks coming to you, but it can also represent needing to spend money. I'm just looking, you don't have anything else around that, but it can represent needing to spend money to make money, or needing to spend money to be financially responsible. Like maybe you have the opportunity this week to pay off a loan, or pay off your car loan or something like that, and that would probably be a good idea. The interesting thing about this card is that you always do something like that, like you pay off a car loan or something under this card, and then you get the money right back. Like it's very interesting, so it might be a good idea for you this week. Next, you have the Two of Diamonds, matching up perfectly with like a job that makes you really happy, or a business that makes you happy. This can also be like a new business partnership forming, or a new business partnership coming in. And it does say that whoever you form this partnership with, it would be a good thing for you. It can also represent relationships at work, or relationships coming in at work, meeting new people at work, or falling in love at work as well. And even if you're retired, this is a great card because it can represent like if you're, for those of you that are retired, even if you're not retired and you're still planning on saving and things like that, this could be you meeting up with like a financial advisor, or maybe even making an investment that would be really successful for you. So stay open to those ideas as well. Next, you have the Jack of Clubs coming in. Planning for the future. Again, it looks like a lot of you are just planning for the future this week, or thinking a lot about the future. This is a card of setting goals and trying to reach those goals as well. Just looking in the future and seeing things happen, and then being like, okay, well, how do I make those things happen? So a lot of you could be making actually like a lot of important decisions around like how to make things happen. This is also the card of trust and building trust. So a lot of you could be building trust in relationships, or with bosses and things like that this week. Next, you have the Ten of Hearts. Great card. It represents fortune after difficulty. So good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. Much better energies coming in. It also represents socializing, being able to socialize, and getting together with people. This card can represent new jobs, new businesses, traveling for business, thinking about traveling for business, and also even like falling in love with a new place. Like this card comes up sometimes where I've told a story before where I read for somebody who was traveling. I said, you might be traveling and you might fall in love with a place. I said, no, I gotta come back home and I gotta do all these things. And they ended up going to the location, and they moved there like 2 weeks later. So it's like one of those things where, again, you maybe go on vacation somewhere, or maybe even on a business trip somewhere, just fall in love with the location and end up moving there. So stay open to that. And finally, you have the Three of Spades. Watch your health this week. Take care of yourself. Get plenty of rest. Drink plenty of water. With this card, I always say, if you're doing something like lifting weights, or even if you're just like lifting boxes, if you're moving or something like that, be careful of your back with this card. Be careful of your legs, or even your arms, I guess, or even your head. It's interesting. I think for September, I believe it was Cancer that got this message of being careful of lifting things above your head. But the same thing goes with this card. Just be careful. It's not a card to worry about. It's just a card to, if you're about to lift something, just make sure your body's in the right place, and then go ahead and lift it. It's just a card of having that thought, so that nothing happens. But even with that card, you have a beautiful week here. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.